Hello, eighth grade families. I wanted to make this video for all of you guys just as a little bit of a reminder about the PLP and how it works. So, in our last eighth grade class, we all together went over how the PLPs work, but um, obviously, you parents were not there, so I wanted to give you guys a rundown of what the PLP looks like, what it's about, and how it works. So, really, all it is, it's a practice for state testing. So for eighth grade, the subjects that we're going to be focusing on are English and math. There is a science page also. However, I do not have the Mastery Connect quiz IDs in there yet. We'll go over that in a minute. The two main subjects to focus on, though, are English and math. Of course, in eighth grade, you're tested over all three, but English and math will be our focuses. So this is a big, scary looking spreadsheet. I know it is big and scary. I don't particularly love the way it looks either. But don't worry, it is a lot more simple than it looks, I promise. Really, the main part for all of my families, students, and their parents and guardians is this right part here. So first thing you'll notice is it has all of the standards listed out here. They all have their own section. So this very first one in English, students will summarize and paraphrase ideas while maintaining a meaning and a logical sequence of events within and between texts. So that's your standard. And then you have all these little links here. These are links to a website called IXL, which you all should have access to at this point. I believe I ordered it for all of you. These are just little practice quizzes. And just a heads up, I think they do go on forever and ever if you stay in there. So you don't need to, for example, get into one of these and go over like 100 questions. That's not what I'm looking for. Just practice a little bit with the IXL links. And then once your student / you feel confident in your student with this particular standard, once you think they've mastered it, or once they feel confident in it, you can move right on over here to the right, and you're going to take your Mastery Connect quiz. This is the most important part, the Mastery Connect quiz. Of course, the ID is listed here, but to actually get to the Mastery Connect quiz itself, you're going to click this little link up here. And this is the same for every single one of the quizzes. It'll always be up here. Just click this right here, and then you're going to click this blue link that says Student Mastery Connect. And you're going to want to put in that test ID, whatever the test ID may be. And of course, as I showed you guys, let me get back here to there we go. The test ID is always listed on the right here. So very simple, very simple. Nothing too crazy. Just enter that test ID into the Mastery Connect website, and then it will also ask you for your student ID. Now, if you don't know your student ID, it is those numbers that are in your student's email address. And if you don't know that, I can help you out with that. If you ever don't know anything or need help, just let me know and I can help you. I have all of those student IDs stored in a safe location. So if you ever need them, just let me know and I can help you out with that. Anyway, let me go back here. I do have these little check boxes here for you. If you want to use them, that is fine. You do not have to, but it is a good way to keep track of what you've done and what you haven't done. If you've taken the Mastery Connect quiz, you can just click that little checkbox there. The quizzes are all very, very short. They're only about 5 questions each. So don't feel super stressed out about taking these Mastery Connect quizzes. They're not a huge time sink. They're very short. I would say just start at the beginning and move on down. I don't expect you guys to get through every single one of these before testing starts, because there are quite a few for English and quite a few for math. But just do your best. Do as many as you can. I would say maybe do about 1 or 2 per day along with your core curriculum. Of course, your core curriculum, that's Plato or Edmentum, that is, of course, still your main focus. But this is a supplement. This is something that you should be doing every day along with that. I will say this, heads up, this first English standard, the test ID does not work for some reason. I don't know. So I would say just skip this first standard. Move on down to this next one right here. I don't know why this test ID is not working. All the other ones should work fine though. If you find one that doesn't, just let me know. To move back and forth between the subjects though, down in the bottom left-hand corner is where you do that. Right now we're on the English page. You can click over to the math page and it's set up basically the same way. You've got your standard, and then you've got the little practice IXL links to go through. And then you have the actual test ID. Of course, the link is the exact same. So just click on that and then put the test ID in, take that test, and just move on to the next one. Or quiz, I should say. Take the quiz and move on to the next one. Like I said, science right now does not have the Mastery Connect IDs in them, but that is fine. The subjects that I want everyone to focus on right now are English and math anyways. We've done a little bit of science in class already, and of course you've been exposed to that in your curriculum as well. So I'm not quite as concerned with science as I am with math and English. Just so you know also, if you want to maneuver over to the left side of the spreadsheet, there are lessons to look at that pertain to the standard, if you want to go through those. There are also sometimes these instructional videos as well that you can take a look at. And they're from a lot of different sources. Some of them are made by people at Epic. Some of them are YouTube videos from other people on the internet who are just making videos about these particular standards. So if you want to take a look at those as well, you certainly can. Same thing with math. If you move over here, there are instructional videos and there are lessons to look at as well. The main thing though, the really important thing is the Mastery Connect quiz. So anyway, this video has already been a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but I wanted to make sure that you all knew exactly how the PLP worked. Anyway, thank you all for watching to the end. If you have any questions, just let me know.